When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
To the air, it's Stockton. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Mississippi State right back to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Makes the quick grab. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Working the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Now the pitch. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Stockton. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Dogs! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Elevates over his man. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Traore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Mississippi State going up tempo. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
The quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down. But there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying.
He's got it. 1st down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Stockton. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Mississippi State right back to the line. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
On the play. 1st down, Bulldogs.
To the air, it's Shapen. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, third and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
And this one is perfect. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Chapin. Rushes on him. caught near the sticks. It's Williams. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off the play fake. Under fire. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Shakes off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Caught in the backfield. It's dealt. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. To the air. It's Shapen. Finds his tight end. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC, or you get the big...
There he goes. Going airborne. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Evans. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Rides to the back. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. The Dogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Tight end now in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, but listen, put that exclamation point on it. Finish the way you want to finish. Make sure your offense keeps that momentum going. It can build throughout the season.
Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Mississippi State, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Plucks it out of the air. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Williams.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Georgia.
From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Shapen. He'll take another shot here. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.